Here on the Government Talk Show today, we have Samir Sharma and Nikhil Jaganathan. As you all know on the Government Talk Show, we have a different controversial topic each week and have two legislators discuss their different viewpoints. So let's get ready to hear Samir's Republican and Nikhil's Democratic view on the death penalty. Time for question one. The death penalty, also known as capital punishment, is a way government procedure in which an individual is put to death as punishment for a crime. Can you give your audience some examples of federal offenses that are punishable by death?
Some common examples of these offenses include treason, espionage, and death from airplane hijacking.
Some more common examples include various forms of murder, including those of hostages, presidents, and drug-related murders.
And what forms of the death penalty occur in today's society?
Well, 33 states currently authorize lethal injection, and they're mostly just southern and rural states.
Besides the lethal injection, 9 states have electrocution as an alternative, 6 states have gas chamber, 3 states have hanging, and 3 states have firing squads.
Okay, what were the origins of the death penalty in the United States, and has it been legally challenged before?
Great Britain's practice of the death penalty contributed to the existence of the death penalty in the United States. The first recorded death penalty in America occurred in Jamestown, Virginia, for espionage.
The abolitionist movement against the death penalty began in the early 19th century, when Michigan became the first state to abolish the death penalty for all crimes except for treason. And it was followed by Rhode Island and Wisconsin, which completely eliminated the death penalty.
In the mid-21st century, the government tried to find more humane methods of execution, leading to the first lethal injection in 1982. Public support for the death penalty has gradually decreased and was at an all-time low in 1966, when only 42% of Americans supported it. 55% of Americans currently support capital punishment. The number of capital punishments has dropped from 1,289 punishments in the 1940s to only 20 in 2016.
The 8th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution prohibits cruel and unusual punishment. What Supreme Court cases have been decided regarding the constitutionality of the death penalty?
The case, Greg v. Georgia, states that the death penalty does not constitute cruel and unusual punishment and is therefore legal.
As a result of Roper v. Simmons, the death penalty is unconstitutional for individuals younger than 18. Furthermore, Atkins v. Virginia states that the execution of mentally retarded defendants is also a form of cruel and unusual punishment.
Now that our viewers have some background information about the death penalty, I would like to hear two opposing viewpoints on the death penalty from Nikhil and Samir.
81% of Republicans support the death penalty. Republicans believe that the existence of the death penalty decreases murder rates because the fear of facing such harsh consequences limits the number of people who commit the crimes. Republicans, including myself, believe that the death penalty is acceptable for serious crimes, including rape and murder, in order to protect the right of victims of violent crimes, and should therefore be implemented in all states.
Democratic support for the death penalty has dropped significantly in the last 3 decades, by almost 30% due to false or innocent executions. Around 50% of Democrats currently approve of the death penalty. Also, the cost of lethal injection drugs is much higher than sentencing defendants to life in prison. The death penalty should be significantly restricted in all states to ensure that the rights of the accused are not invaded. For example, DNA testing should be used in all cases with such a severe penalty to ensure that individuals are not wrongly accused.
Thank you for both sides of this controversial issue. In resolution, our audience now understands the legal process, the rights of the accused, as well as the rights of the victims of the crimes are equally protected.